Okay, we're going to look at example 6, part C, which is the one I skipped in the last circle video, because this is a little bit more complicated. And honestly, like I said, our goal is for you to be comfortable with the material. You don't have to know this much in depth. So if you see problems like this, you can try them, you can skip them. It's completely up to you. They will not be on your assessments like this. Okay, so what we're going to do is if we have 3 points that are on the circle, we're going to use that general form that I mentioned at the beginning of the last video, which is ax squared plus bxy plus cy squared plus dx plus ey plus f equals 0. And we're going to plug in our x and y and create 3 different equations. And we're going to use one of several methods to find this circle, the method of using systems of equations. So when you have a circle, a and c are always 1, so we don't need to worry about those at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug in 7 for my x's, so 7 squared is 49. Plug in 6 for my y's, so 6 squared is 36. And then I'm going to have d times x, so 7d, e times y, so 6e, and then I don't know my f yet, equals 0. And that's my first equation. So that's just using that first point. We're going to do the same thing for the other 2 points. Change my color here. So now I'm going to use -1 and square it. So -1 squared is 1. And then 2 squared is 4. And then -1 times d, 2 times e, f equals 0. Okay, and then the last one, same thing. 0 squared is 0. 5 squared is 25. And then we have 0d. And 5e and f equals 0. Now what we can do is we can actually simplify these so that they're a 3x3 system. So I'm going to move all of my constants to the right side and rewrite this. So my first equation becomes 7d plus 6e plus f equals -85. The second equation becomes -1d plus 2e plus f equals -5. And the third equation becomes 0d, which I'm not going to write, 5e f plus f equals -25. Okay. So what we're going to do is we need to come up with a 2x2 system that will help us solve this. And since that third equation already is down to just e and f, I'm going to use the first 2 equations to eliminate my d. And to do that, all I need to do is multiply that second equation by 7 and add the 2 together so that my d's cancel. So my first equation stays 7d plus 6e plus f equals 0. The second equation becomes -7d plus 14e plus 7f equals -35. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not negative. This is -85 up here, not 0. So I'm going to add the 2 together, and I get 20e plus 8f equals -120. Okay, so if I look at this, I have 5e plus f equals -25. So 5e plus f equals -25, and 20e plus 8f equals -120. So I could either multiply that green equation by -4 or -8 so that I could cancel either my e's or my f's. It's completely up to you. I'm going to go ahead and do -4. So if I multiply by -4, I get -20e minus 4f equals 100. And then the black equation is going to stay the same. So -20e plus 8f equals -120. And when I add those together, I get 4f equals -20 and f equals -5. I'm going to go ahead and plug that f back into one of these 2 equations, so either the green or the black one, and I'm actually going to go with the green. I have 5e plus -5 equals -25. So when I move my 5 over, I get 5e equals -20. So that means e equals -4. Then we're going to go back to one of the originals and plug this in. So I'm going to go ahead and do the red one. So negative 1d plus 2 times e, which is negative 4, plus f, which is negative 5, equals negative 5. So I get negative d minus 13 equals negative 5. So negative d is equal to 8, which means d is negative 8. Okay, so I found my coefficients. Now, I'm going to write this actually in general form because it's going to be easier the way we have it. You could then change it to a standard form if you would like. But we have ax squared plus 0, b is 0, so cy squared plus d times x and f times y and, sorry, e times y and f. Let's try that again. So negative 8x minus 4y minus 5 equals 0. Okay, so that's general form. If you wanted to change it to standard form, you would group, complete the square, factor it there. So if you want to challenge yourself, hit pause, try that part, and then come back and check your answer. And here you go. So your final answer would be y minus 4 squared plus x minus 4 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals 25. Do not hesitate to ask if you have any questions, but again, because this involves such crazy systems of equations, this isn't something we're looking for on your assessments at this point. We just want you to be comfortable with conics. Have a great day.